What's up, guys? D. Kufeld again here. For this week's video, we are going to be talking about Grav like we did last week. Grav CMS is pretty much what we went through last week, and we're also going to be talking about WordPress, which I prefer so much more. Right now at Penn State, we have Thon weekend, so you will be getting a video early because after this, I got to run back there. So let's get started. So last week we talked about Grav and how it's pretty much an application. It's not even that. It's a software that just runs. It doesn't have a database or anything, so like you could just pick it up and go. I would say it's a very confusing application that has CMS, a software application for digital content. So it's pretty mobile, which is nice. And it could be probably virtualized, which I kind of like. But we're going to dive into WordPress and like, why is WordPress just so dominant? It's been around since the 2000s, and it's been developed since the late 1900s. I prefer WordPress so much more because there is so much more you could do with it. WordPress is an open source with a database, so having that database is vital, especially for companies that have big projects that go for millions of dollars. You got to think of it in this way of security. Having security is vital, especially if you're selling and buying things, because if someone's credit card information gets out, you could be in so much trouble and you could get sued. So I would always go with the development team that will give you the top security. So you just go onto Reclaim Hosting. I made a domain and I downloaded WordPress, and I just was playing around with it. I did Alaska's Bridge out of nowhere. It's one of the topics we could have decided, and I pretty much just made a quick website. I just pretty much same thing as Grav, very similar interfaces where you could change the colors, themes, options, and if you go back, you could add posts. So it's pretty much the same way you add a post in Grav, you do the same thing. So I want to go edit Alaska Bridges, let's say. And it'll bring me to this page, and I can move things around if I don't like it. I could switch pictures. It's just much easier to the eye and very easy to edit compared to Grav, where you got to be a little more technical, I would say, just because there is no database. So the overall video I want to say is I'm pretty much just going to pull up a Reddit page of Grav versus WordPress. And it pretty much tells you the facts. I'll let you read this over quickly if you want to take a quick glance. And it pretty much is saying the biggest difference compared to WordPress is probably going to revolve around templating and broader ecosystems for plugins, extension themes. WordPress has a huge community, which means there's a lot of resources available due to learn. That's just what makes it so much better. There is so much more integration when it comes to WordPress. There's so many more reliable things, especially going on the internet. You can learn so much more about WordPress. And Grav, even look, if I'm going to just pull up a page and just type in Grav, like, what is this website? Like, no idea. When you type in WordPress quickly, the main website comes up of, hey, this is how you build your website. Trust us. We have the best database. We have the highest thing in firewalls. You got to go with us. So when it comes down to it, WordPress blows away Grav, in my opinion. It's safer. It's easier to use. It's easier to explain. And I really don't know why people use Grav. I even said in my other video that Grav was one of the hardest things I've ever accomplished. WordPress took me 10 minutes to learn and 10 minutes to build a website. So I just want to say thank you guys for listening in this week. I am going to post this YouTube video on this website if you want to check it out. I'm kind of becoming pretty good at web development, so if any of you guys need someone to build a website, I think I could do it now, which is pretty cool. I'm more of a salesperson and more into management, so like learning this skill is actually really beneficial because definitely could make money on the side, and I could really help a lot of companies. I want to say thank you guys for listening in again, and D. Kufeld is out. Have a great day.